It's another day, it's another game, but the same teams clash head-on in the Hero Honda Cup. The series is well and truly over, but England will be playing for pride. It's India versus England. It's the 5th ODI, and it's happening at the Baramati Stadium in Cuttack. Well, it's a battle against one buoyant Indian side against a wounded Kevin Pietersen's men.
Pitch in detail. I think that it's slightly different than the ones that we've seen previously. There's a little bit more grass, and if I can just brush the grass up, you can probably see that there's a touch of grass there, but it is a dry pitch. I think that's important to say, that it's a dry pitch. You will see these areas of grass, but you'll also just move along and areas where there are no grass, which might suggest that the pitch is a little bit too paced. But for bowlers, I can tell them that the second best bowling figures are held by Graham Gooch of England. This mate, he's telling me that there will be a lot of dew round about 7 o'clock, so that could be a hindrance to the spin bowlers. But all in all, I think we've got an excellent pitch with a bit more bounce than what we've seen previously.
Right, a couple of things that the captains winning the toss will have to take care of. The dew factor should be surely playing on the captain winning the toss. But let's find out what happened at the toss, because Ravi Shastri is down there with the two captains and the match referee for the toss.
It's toss time here in Cuttack, and it's a jam-packed stadium. We've got Roshan Mahanama, the match referee, the two captains, Kevin Pietersen, Mahendra Singh Dhoni from India, all in readiness. Mahendra Singh Dhoni will spin the coin. You won the toss. What have you decided?
We decided to field first, considering the dew factor later on in the evening. So advantage, you can say they bowl according to their strength, like in Bangalore or other day-night venues. When you get dew, it gets very difficult for spinners to grip the ball.
You mentioned earlier it all depends on the composition of your side and what's the bowling attack.
Well, we have made a few changes, when it comes to the bowling attack. We have just got one change. Irfan comes in place of Munaf Patel, and from team's point of view, we have one more change. Gautam makes way for Rohit Sharma, so just two changes in the side.
And how keen are the boys to go and win this series 7-0?
Well,
definitely going to bat, so I was pretty surprised he chose to field, but we're happy. We're going to bat to do what we wanted to do.
Now, what are you going to do different? What are you going to do different to shock India in this game?
Well, I don't know about shock India. I think we've improved gradually, and I think it's important that we keep this series competitive. We certainly want to do that today. We have been improving. We definitely have been improving. We've made a couple of changes. Harmison in for Anderson, Cook in for Bell, so hopefully things can change for us today.
And what do you think would be a
Ian Bell as well. And as far as the bowling department is concerned, Jimmy Anderson goes out and in comes Stephen Harmison. Right, and Kevin Pietersen has said that he would have wanted to bat on this particular wicket, so it was a shade surprise as to why Mahendra Singh Dhoni went on to make that decision. We'll wait and watch whether Dhoni
Going back on him, if you like, trying to assert their authority on his bowling. What an atmosphere though, Ravi, it's incredible. We drove into the ground an hour or so ago, a couple of hours ago. It took us ages to get in. There's people everywhere.
That's right, that's why I said the interest for cricket in this part of the world is unbelievable. By 7:30, 7:45, and you would have 40,000 people. At what I'm seeing here, especially when it's 2:30 in the afternoon. And Irfan Pathan starting the proceedings. And India obviously giving him the new ball with the view that he might be able to swing it. Now it's gone between leg slip and the keeper. And Dhoni's chase is in vain.
Because the outfields have been lightning, and this one's quick again.
Now this is frustrating from India's point of view. Leg byes again signal. 8 leg byes in that. A little too square, and already we're seeing this is a quick outfield and the first runs of the bat.
Yeah, quick outfield, and questions for Zaid Khan, just a little bit of width. Now whether that's because the left-hander's on strike now, just adjust your line, but it's the way Cook will look to play, is the deflector early on. We're not going to see the big strikes down the ground, that's what he feasts off. Any width, just angling the bat.
Loud shout. He's not interested, Daryl Harper. He's a tall man, Cook, so the height will be in question. And he suggests it's off the bat. A loud appeal. He took a good hard look. Might have just been missing leg stump, if anything, because there was swing.
Well, let's have a good look at this. You see a lot of umpires give this out purely for the shot, the fact that the ball has defeated the batsman coming back in. It does pitch in line first thing. Well, is it going to go on and hit leg stump? Hawkeye suggesting it will hit middle and leg.
It's 19 for no loss. Khan will continue. That's good shot. No need to run for that. First boundary for Bopara.
Wonderful stroke. Lovely balance and poise. Ball swinging back into the right hander. It's not easy to get your balance correct here.
Edged and taken. He chased a wide one. It would have been called wide. But England have lost their first wicket. Alistair Cook and the man dismissed.
Cook in for Bell. Mr. Cook would be desperate to take his opportunity. Got the ball he wanted, it's width. That's what he seizes upon. He just gets a little edge on it. Doesn't get anywhere near enough bat, and he's not going to drop that, Sachin Tendulkar. Nice height for him as well, so he may have been struggling with his line. He struggled again with his line, but he gets a wicket. So England lose their first wicket. Alistair Cook goes for 11. England now 33 for 1.
33 for 1. And again a change in that number 3 slot. Kevin Peterson comes out this time. 87 matches, just under 3,000 runs. It's as if you just have to roll the dice and find out who comes out for England at 3.
Well, it's baffling. It really is. 1 minute Shah's in at 3 and bats so beautifully at Bangalore. Almost takes the game away from India. And the next minute Peterson, well, he started at, I think he came in changing.
You can see number 5, 12 innings. He's at number 4, 53. I just feel he should just stick to this position at 3, especially in this part of the world. If he comes to Sri Lanka, India, Pakistan, that's the right number for him. 33 for 1. Cook, the man, dismissed. Pathan will continue. It's Bopara, the man on strike. He just seemed to check his shot and the ball raced away.
Oh, look at this run away. I mean, yeah, timing perfect, excellent, placement beautiful, but have a look at that. No chance really once it beats the inner ring. Cool. I mean, that has to be taken into consideration when we're looking at setting a total here. It is going to race off this outfield.
Top edge. We'll get 4.
Yeah, interested in this pitch. David Lloyd at the pitch report said it might just be a bit too paced. There's a bit of grass on it and then there's a few bare patches. I think Alistair Cook was beaten for pace when he got out, and Kevin Peterson's certainly beaten for pace there.
The right-hander surprised Peterson. That's edged. He'll get another boundary for it.
So 13 runs from the over. Slice of luck, really. A little bit edgy, but it will race away. Look at it. No chance. Beautiful timing, wonderful timing, wonderful balance as well. That'll go away, no question about that. That's another 4. So the 50 up in pretty good time. Just 7.5 overs. England had a pretty good start here.
Yeah, it's more like the Peterson we've accustomed to see, standing up tall, just waiting on it. Nice flick of the wrist at the last minute to get the placement. And the timing was superb. Tall man gets on top of the bounce easily. That's beautifully put away. Well, that's just the kind of shots Peterson needs early on in his innings to set him on his way.
He's way on his way. 16 off 8 balls, boundaries, 7 of them so far. Talk about exploiting the power plays. England are
great timing again from Peterson. Lightning fast outfield, gets another boundary 4.
Well, he's got to keep in mind that Peterson's got a shuffle that takes him almost on the off stump. So he's able to work that ball from anywhere around the middle and leg away for boundaries.
Blistering shot this time, Bopara through extra cover. There is a short extra cover, but it's through in a flash.
Well, just trying to get a bit of swing, Zahir Khan. But it wasn't quite a half volley, but this is the kind of shot that you regularly see in one-day cricket. And this is such a good wicket to bat on.
He's had a chance. He's so close in there. He's got to be inside 15-yard circle there. For Ender Sehwag, this is whacked at him.
Well, I think it was more a half-hearted attempt to take that catch. Now Tendulkar walking across to him. It was struck very hard, very hard. He gave it everything. And these are the kind of catches that stick.
Not this time. Kiss of death from the commentator. Bopara just steers one to backward point. He's gone.
It's a load off his back as England lose their second wicket for 68 and Bopara is out for 24.
New batsman is Paul Collingwood. In the 4 innings so far, in total he scored 44 runs. Well, that's his career. Oh, he gets it through. There are 4 saving one on the offside. No fielder's going to stop that. Quick outfield.
What a lovely shot. This is a terrific shot. Wonderful shot to watch.
That's better, much better. He'll feel much better. He clips away. Full length ball sliding down the leg side. He gets it away for 4. It's 81 for 2.
Let's see Harbhajan Singh flight the ball a little more, trying to deceive the batsman in the air. Peterson likes to use his feet. Finds the outside edge, the bottom edge. It's a quick outfield. Yuvraj Singh after it. And the ball gets to the boundary. Lucky for Peterson. Blue wickets England, batting first in this match, Bopara and Cook. Peterson has looked solid, 37 to just 36. And the slip going back. 2 deliveries remain in this over. A short third man, Yuvraj Singh. (13 of 29 balls for Paul Collingwood. The red ones are the dot balls.
The problem is not so much his scoring rate, he drags the other person down with him, and then Kevin Peterson, who was scoring quite freely prior to this partnership. It's chips in the air. I don't think it's going to make the boundary.
Wasn't a happy man, Harbhajan Singh. A big gap between the man at deep mid-wicket and long on. Where in the Sehwag was it? The fielder in the deep. Should have stopped that. Certainly stopped that. There is the man at long on. Puts in the dive, Rohit Sharma. Good intent from Kevin Peterson.
Very strong in that mid-on area.
Impact was outside the line of box stump.
Might even have hit it, actually. It sounded to me like two noises. It's certainly outside the line anyway. That's the first part of the equation. Yeah. Was that? It might have been the front pad and the back pad, but it's way outside the line. No chance of an LBW decision. Well, there shouldn't be any chance.
Fielder will not get there. Just clearing the boundary line. It's the right thing to do. Take the bowler on. Collingwood gets his first 6.
Also brings up the 50 partnership. It's taken 85 balls. Now, I reckon this is just over the line. What do you reckon at home? Oh, it's 4. It's 4. How deceptive. From one angle it looks like it goes over. There you go, quite.
Honestly believe he's been underused as a bowler over the years. Well, that single brings up 50.
.46 deliveries. The spinners have kept him quiet, but he's got to 50. 50 from 59.
That's excellent placement. Good use of the feet. And the timing was good from Collingwood as well.
Well, this is a shot that England can put in the memory bank. Use your feet. Well, sometimes they stick. Let's have a look if this is indeed a chance. Flighted delivery, Peterson down the pitch. It would have been a terrific catch. Sometimes they just stick. But he's way outside the line. Look how far he's jumped across.
Down the track goes Peterson.
Good bat speed, 150 on the board for England, 150 for 2. He's come down the pitch with intent to hit the ball. Powerful shot from Peterson.
That's big. And it's cleared long on for 6. 3,000 runs in one-day internationals for Kevin Peterson.
Now he's just accelerating his...
The ball was dying on him, but he kept his eyes on it and has come up with a very good catch. India break the partnership.
Really is. He's got to come forward, takes it down by his ankles. Safe pair of hands. Timely wicket. for India. Collingwood has gone for 40, 157 for 3.
Well, I think he found the pressures of captaincy quite immense, really, and I think that he was pretty honest in saying that you know, that he didn't feel that he could combine the two. He lost his
Well, Dhoni sensing that here's an opportunity to try and pick up some wickets. He's brought back his strike bowler, Ishant Sharma. Flintoff's just come out to the crease, had come out with a cap, anticipating. Yes, he has to watch that weight, hasn't he? Can't allow it to drop. Ishant Sharma called back into the attack to do precisely this. Third ball to Flintoff. He's been dismissed without scoring.
MS Dhoni gets it right again, change the bowling, take the spinner off, put the quickie on. In the area. On the drive, Andrew Flintoff. Great captaincy, get the slip in as well, brings his young bowler on, 20 years of age.
Ovais Shah strides out to the centre. England have lost 2 wickets in quick succession. Out at number 6 here today. Now England have to be careful. The moment Flintoff came on strike, he got a man in the slip cordon, giving the bowler the right field. So Sharp getting his first boundary.
Excellent delivery is this. Invites the drive, a little bit of swing, and drags him outside off stump, thick outside edge. Flashes past Sachin Tendulkar at slip.
Deliveries in that over tossed up around 84, 85 miles per hour. Last one a lot quicker.
losing his shape of his shot, gets lucky.
In fact, he gets a boundary. Difficult one for Zahir Khan. Awisha gets into the double figures. His first boundary.
Just didn't quite get enough on it, and it just fell at the end. But at least he's being aggressive, he's showing some intent.
He had to go for the catch. Important one for India to pick up Shah very early.
Interesting set of stats, aren't they? Talking a lot about England's inability to score hundreds in one-day cricket. That's the last 30 one-day games. England just scored 2, Pakistan 13. Pakistan, to be fair, have played against Zimbabwe and Bangladesh during that period. But doesn't it indicate generally the percentage of wins are much higher with hundreds scored?
Thinking
long look at this, and it's a very good decision.
would be disappointed, Kevin Peterson. Fine leg was inside the ring. Had he made decent contact, might have got a boundary.
Yes, a slightly dangerous
Good, no chance for the man at long off. Raced away to the boundary. I'm sure he'll realise Harbhajan Singh's last over won't take any chances. 3 deliveries remain in his spell. Pathan's got 3. Zahir Khan surely will be used in the batting power play. Ishan Sharma's got 3. So the spinners doing reasonably well. Single to end the over, 196 for 4. And there you go. Power play number 3, the batting option taken by England. Nobody at fine leg.
Well, let's just see what England have got. You know pretty much that he's going to be full and straight here, don't you? You're thinking most of the
opportunity. No, Suresh Raina misses it.
Well, I think he might have gone. It would have been touch and go. Oh no, he got back, I think. Well, we'll never know, but it's certainly building the pressure on Peterson. Peterson wants to get down the striker's end.
He's got to bowl for the drive with this kind of a field on the offside.
He's got to bowl full, hasn't he? If he bowls anything length here outside off stump, Shah will sit back and try and carve him through that offside.
It's hit it straight down the ground, and it's firmly struck. He will get the boundary. Brings up the 200 for England.
Yeah, wonderful shot. Long on and long off.
Zahir Khan start his 8th over. It's taken 69 deliveries. That's the mystery for me. Shah.
Sharma has been brilliant, less than 5 and over. But the pick really has to be Yuvraj. 10 overs for 38. Excellent stuff for a non-regular bowler. And look at that. So for 29 runs off the batting side's power play.
Sorry, doesn't appeal, but I think Kevin Peterson's not just in, but maybe a yard in. Or more. Sees Kevin Peterson. Well, you look behind there, it's one of those little bottom edge here. Might well have been, you know. Good shot. Just short of the maximum, 4 runs.
He's not taking the fielder's word for it. The fielder at long off had seen the ball land just inside the rope. To the umpire, making sure, going up to the television umpire to confirm.
Well, it landed just in front of us, and we can tell him it was 4. There's the signal. Prompts a change in the field, though. It means that mid-on has now gone back. He knew it was going to be pitched up there. 3rd man had been brought up, long on drop back, and he just waits and hangs back in the crease, and this one goes over extra cover. That's good batting, intelligent batting.
Confirming once again that he should have been sent up the order, certainly ahead of Paul Collingwood. That is a lovely shot. He
He's got 14 matches. It's his last one, but well played. Very well played. In shorter runs in this series. 100 from 119 deliveries. 9 fours and 1 6. Up go the arms. Well played, captain. Everyone was standing around watching there, and escort agency came out there. Harry Shah goes on to 51, picked up 2 there. It's 244 for 4. Clubbed very well. I think that's going to go all the way. It does. Oh, Shah. His form continues.
Hard to stop him. He's batting really well. And there it is, baffling for Mahendra Singh Dhoni as well. Again, plenty of bottom hand in that.
So, well, I'm not sure he picked that. He'll have to go here, though. That's good running.
So, well in, well in.
No problems with that. 2 runs.
Not out, the decision.
This is up in the air. He finds the gap when you're on form and it's going your way. Well, make the most of it. Believe me, there's enough bad days. When they're good, enjoy them. Just hit it hard on the bat. It's gone absolutely nowhere. There's no fine leg. There's that man there at deep square leg, but the fine leg. Well, now then. Well, that brings 100 partnership. I can only say, well, that's not being picked up.
Because this should have been taken, shouldn't it? Well, Edison's given it up. So it's very, very difficult to pick the ball in the background of the crowd, and we've been talking about the quality of the lights over here. Yes, that's what he's suggesting. All the guys standing back. That is 4. Right on the end of the nose. Well, that's bad coaching as well, isn't it? I mean, whoever has been coaching this young kid, he hasn't obviously told him that the ball's going to bounce up from that advertising board over there. This is what happens most of the time. It's the coaching at this level that really needs to lift itself up. It needs to be upgraded, because we saw earlier on as well the ball being picked up by young Virat Kohli off the wrong foot. Now that's not Robin Singh's fault. It is the fault of his coach at the young age. All these coaches will come to the forefront when they score. Players' skills that actually get them to the top, and got very little, very little to do with the coaching, because the coaching, as we have seen, is pretty ordinary. No one can set a feel for that. Shah scored straight down the ground. Over two go. Look at this one. That is close. Almost takes his batting partner out. Well, thank God the batting partner was wearing a helmet. He's upset with himself, Irfan Pathan, because he knows he's It's the end of the 50 overs. 217 total, 271 to win then for India. If they want to continue their winning streak and go 5 up in the series.
Kevin Peterson was talking about 250 or 260, but I think he'll be and 70 runs at the Baramati Stadium in Cuttack. The Indian bowlers bowled very well. Zahir Khan and Ishant Sharma were particularly impressive in the third power play, where they just conceded 32 runs. Harbhajan Singh gave the ball a bit of air, and Yuvraj Singh, take a look at those figures, none for 38 in the 10 overs that he bowled. Right, 271 runs. It's going to be an interesting run chase as far as Team India is concerned. Remember, the highest that India has chased at the Baramati Stadium in Cuttack is 256. So it'll be interesting to find out whether the Indian batting, which has got the depth, will go ahead and get those runs successfully.
2 slips in position, 3 in the ring on the offside. This man is third man. A deep fine leg. Very conventional field. Here we go, ball number 1. Fawad, the man on strike.
Good start, good line. She can actually stop the ball swinging, but we shall see. Nothing wrong with that line. First up, and just a little bit of shape.
Shot wide, and he puts it away. Gets off.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it will. I don't believe for a minute that everybody's convinced it will. Fetch that. He's so good through there.
Here's something steady head. He picks the length early. Plenty of experience and some youngsters to go with it as well. It's gone fine. Wait for the umpire's signal. And has enough to get to the boundary. Signal, runs off the bat.
I think it might be glove, actually. There you go, glove. It's a good decision. It's punched to fine leg. Sounded glovey, not... There it is.
Very, very close. We've seen this before. Inside edge onto the stumps, but Tendulkar fortunate.
He's fortunate, but we saw it a little bit with the England innings, the odd one keeping low. And when you play that shot, if you look at the batsman's reaction, Sachin Tendulkar, he expected this to bounce a lot more than it did. As you can see by his reaction, whoa, where did that go? Well, where didn't it go? It just doesn't bounce anything like he expects. Gets away with it. Frustration for the bowler.
It's in the air. It's also in the gap.
Get all of it, but he got enough of it. Actually, I wouldn't be too upset if I was the bowler. I'd think it's a little bit of a moral victory here. You just don't know what's going to happen next with these two at the crease, particularly this man.
It's fine. Back-to-back boundaries for Sehwag. India 32 for no loss.
To a batsman.
Pumped away through the leg side. Sehwag is on a roll.
Well, it's not that short, is it? And the ball's been keeping a little bit low, so there's an element of risk here. When it's going your way.
And they're going at a good rate. 6.5 runs to the over. And all the scoring so far has been done by Sehwag. Quickly moves on to 30. There's 7 boundaries in that. Some work to do for Stuart Broad. Gives Tendulkar enough time to pick up 2.
It's well bowled, it's well played. Into the ribs. I guess on top of this. Look at that for control. So at first I thought this was going to third man, but it actually went square. But that's good running, you know. Turn that into 3. Hasn't got hold of it. Thick top edge. Ends up quite safe.
Beautiful.
Elegant. Just opening the face of the bat. Will not get a boundary. Certainly a touch of elegance with the shot from Tendulkar.
And the reason was because of this dew. So we'll see if it handicaps England. One of the things it can affect is the pitch, and sometimes it can just get the ball to skid on. It can be quite nice in the batting if that's the case, but we'll just watch and see. The other problem, of course, the bowlers, the ball gets a bit soft. 50 runs. 7.5 overs. England were 55 for 1 at this stage, this corresponding ball.
A bit of inside edge over there. Wicketkeeper and slip Andrew Flintoff were pretty convinced that it did.
I think it's a good decision. Edged and gone through for 4. Didn't carry. Disappointment for Flintoff.
Shah was fielding well behind. You got to say, I know it's awkward to stop those balls when you're standing at slip, but it's cost his team 4 runs. Not too sure the player like Sehwag, a top player like Sehwag, there's very little room for error. It wasn't a bad delivery. He just moved away a little bit towards the leg side and hit it through the covers for a boundary.
And what's going to interest me here, Sonny, made the point when England batted, and Dhoni, I don't think, hardly ever changed the field when the 2 spinners were bowling. Let's see how many times Kevin Pietersen has to change the field. Well, it doesn't matter where the fielders are, that's out of the park.
Yes, you can have 3 fielders.
It's a wonderful self-belief, isn't it? It's almost like, well, you can put any field you like, you can put them on the boundary in the inner circle. I'm just going to whack it over your head. Well, there he goes again. Just watch and admire.
What goes on in his mind? Nobody knows. What does he think? Is he thinking what? A single to get a 50? Is he thinking a 6 to get to a 50? I mean, on 295, this man hit a 6 to get a 100.
Well, there he goes. Hasn't got it, hasn't got all of it at all, but he's got enough of it and it will run away. So what a 50. 50 off just 41 balls, yeah.
Shot. Fourth half-century of the series in 5 matches for Virender Sehwag.
And he's not finished there. Just have a look at that as well. I think he's only... Well, is he going to get 4? It's excellent work in the end from Alistair Cook on the deep cover boundary, but it's 21 runs from the over. Tendulkar joins in too. Lovely placement, lovely timing.
Well, every time Sehwag has a kind of over that we just saw of Graham Swan, the batsman at the other end is under severe pressure because he can't really afford to play a couple of dot balls because the crowd would not like it. And so Tendulkar quickly getting into the act. Flintoff obliging by with the kind of wrist work that they bring into play, it's going to be runs.
Well, you have to feel for Swan, particularly, don't you? Bowling in a power play over. It's not easy for a spinner against such high-quality players. He's having a chat with Ravi Bopara. I wonder if that's a little tap on the shoulder. Your turn next, pal. So Steve Harmison, who bowled pretty well, really, with the new ball. One expensive over, I think 13. And there we go, the 100 partnership. The 10th 100 partnership between these two. And they do score it at a fair lick. Look at that, just 85 balls. A little bit of width, yes. Didn't try and hit it too hard, just placed it.
Well, I don't know about the ice bath, but he certainly enjoys playing this shot. Just a little bit of width offered and opening the face of the bat at the last moment to hit it away from Paul Collingwood. Collingwood's England's best fielder, and he's hit it way past him, not giving him a chance whatsoever.
That went like a bullet. The dew in the outfield helps. Just skids after bouncing. 2 bounces and it beat third man. Always sharp. Was beginning to move to his right, but the ball left him in a flash.
Over to you. Brilliant combination.
This is down the ground, another boundary. Well, this is hurting England. And it's Sehwag again, leading the way here, 66 from 52.
It's an exhibition. You look at the back lift, such a flow of the bat. Look at the high back lift, just one. Up it goes. Watch this, up and down. It's not a staggered back lift, you know what I mean? The bat comes up to about stump high, then drops down, then goes up again. It's just one flow of the bat.
Now that's beautifully timed again. He'll get another couple here. If you bowl wide, he'll spank you through the offside, and you'll hear commentators saying he loves it in that area. Shouts or catch it, there was a sound. Flintoff went up.
Appeals all around, and there may have been desperate appeals. He's still smiling for Ender Sehwag. Might just clip the pad on the way through. Let's look. Yeah, it certainly doesn't hit the bat. It may just clip the
And that's Sehwag's answer. Let me try and do something. I know what you're going to do and where you're trying to bowl, so I'm ready with the answer.
And just watch the flow of this shot. There's nothing ugly about that at all. He knows exactly where it is. He knows where the fielders aren't.
Yes, he's gone past 300 runs in this series. So steady progress by India, and the good thing from them, as you can see in the Indian graphic there, no blue dots. They've got all their wickets intact. They're maintaining an excellent run rate, over 7 runs per over, and you couldn't have asked for a better start. And Peterson realizing wickets are a must, has called back Harmison. Tendulkar on 49. Gets the single, gets the half century. His 90th in one-day internationals. Yes, Bumble, they've done it before, many times, 132 times to be exact. That's for one-day cricket. 90-50s, 4200s. And the hunger is still there.
So Steve Harmison into the attack. He starts his 6th over, but Kevin Peterson doesn't feel that he's in any position to give him an attacking fielder. That's a lot of cricket. That's a lot of runs.
He's bowled in, looking for the expansive drive on that occasion. And Harmison has sneaked through his defence. So England finally get the breakthrough.
And it's a full-length delivery. He's giving this a kitchen sink, having a got a breakthrough. Big player gone for 50, Sachin Tendulkar, 136 for 1.
Yuvraj Singh comes out to the middle at number 3. Well over 200 matches. He's having a terrific one-day series here against England. terrific position. 136 for 1. Harmison with a slip in place. And Yuvraj away. The interest there is even more fanatical. Sometimes when the teams are practicing, you get about 8-10,000 people just watching practice. Beautiful placement. Knew exactly where that fielder was on the boundary. Oh, lucky there. That sneaked through. It will reach the boundary. Didn't miss the leg stump by much. The rub of the green just not going England's way at the moment.
Well, many times this inside edge just rattles back into the stumps. It just flies away almost between his legs. I say wagging to the 90s.
Soft dismissal, and that came out of nowhere. Yuvraj just checking his shot, the ball going straight back to Bopara. And England hanging in, 156 for 2 now, India.
Well, again, it's a useful wicket. Bopara gets it. Crowd is completely stunned. They don't know that he's to celebrate. The crowd, I'm sure, don't know that Yuvraj has gone. You can hear a pin drop out there. Gone he has for 6. It's 156 for 2.
At 5, 6 in the batting order. Out here at number 4 today. This will be interesting to see how Sehwag goes from here. He was very sensible once Tendulkar departed. Now Yuvraj has gone as well. That's close. He's been given a double breakthrough here for England. Wickets of consecutive balls. Sehwag departed.
Ball of full length, catches him on the crease. Is it sliding down the leg side? Let's have a look. Hawkeye's view, comfortably down the leg side. Big appeal.
It's 156 for 3. Suresh Raina comes out to the middle. 2 wickets and 2 balls for England. Bopara taking a wicket with his last ball. That was Yuvraj. And then Broad dismissing Sehwag with his first ball of the over. Now here's England's chance. 2 new batsmen at the crease, both yet to get off the mark. Sehwag desperately unlucky to be given out leg before wicket. This was slipping down the leg side. You could see middle and off when the ball hits the pad. It still had about 4 feet to go. Watch where it strikes him. On leg stump. Comfortably going down the leg side. And he'll consider himself desperately unlucky. Deserved a
instantly. And then the likes of Harbhajan Singh and Zahir Khan can play the big shots. Cantu was the call. He's put in the dive. Excellent commitment from Alistair Cook.
He's fielded well, Alistair Cook, getting his opportunity at the expense of Ian Bowe. That was a fitness. At least he won't have to do that today. Wonderfully thought out. Let's have a look. A little shimmy down, meeting Andrew Flint, best by 140 k's an hour. Yeah, just opening up the legs. Lovely shot. Partnership now 29 off 45. Partnership getting better and better for India. Part-time bowler Ravi Bopara. Lovely stride from Raina. Now concerns for England. This partnership needs to be broken, and Dhoni is very, very happy.
Oh yes, Raf.
Change of pace. Stock delivery around 126, 127, the last delivery. Stayed low, but he's made the adjustment perfectly. He's a talented player, Suresh Raina, and he's getting into the groove.
Cool, talented. Have a look here. There, just has to hold the shape.
It's gone fine. Didn't look to hit it in the air. The intention was to keep it along the ground. You have to put in the dive. Very quick outfields all over India. He struck this harder, better, and the placement to perfection.
Too short. Plenty of time on this surface to rock back and pick your spot on the leg side. Well, is it a double play out there? Not sure if this isn't being called for the stumping, but let's have a look first. Did he nick it? Got something behind the line? Well, it's a tight call, isn't it? It's a very, very tight call.
What's it going to be? Not out, says the third umpire. And the crowd that was so quiet for the last couple of minutes are Should be just a single. 200 comes up for India.
Good sensible cricket will take them 5-0 up, and then from there for England to win a game is not going to be easy.
No, you've got a long journey up to Guwahati, and they're already talking about that game being reduced because of this time of the year. They're already down to, I think, 45 overs and a half an hour lunch they're talking about. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, Ravi.
That'll be a proactive move, no doubt about that.
And that's a proactive shot, isn't it? It's even hit the sawdust and still makes it. But that was just a push down the ground.
Bang! Straight into that puddle of sawdust.
When you do it between the ribs, that's not. In the batsman, who's Rayner by surprise.
It's a good thing he was looking to hit straight. He's got the middle of the bat, so the placement was good.
A low full toss, and he's seen it, and he dispatched it. Nothing anyone can do about that. Straight back over the bowler's head.
Well, a very similar shot to the earlier one, but like Ian Botham mentioned, lower full toss this. But it's just about picking your spot. Didn't try and hit it too hard, just focused on placement and consecutive boundaries for Raina. So India now looking to finish this game on a canter.
Turned away. So a good over, 12 runs from it. 234 for 3. Flintoff, would he? Tall, bangs it in, hits the deck. It's all part of his learning curve. It's how he reacts. He's timed that pretty well. He's timed it very well.
You can see the bottom hand coming into play, and it's such a quick outfield now. The ball just skidding off the turf. Always Shah was the man at third man. The ball was going past him at the rate of knots. Have a look at that. Just disappears into the boundary. The ball flying off the bat at the moment.
It's another magnificent piece of timing. Really is. Andrew Flintoff's angry with himself. There's not that much width. Just makes the width. Gives himself a little bit of room. 28 required. I think the power play has just been taken. There's the signal. So they're looking to wrap this up sooner than later. To take you through to the conclusion of this game, the start of power play 3, Sunil Gavaskar with David Lloyd.
Well, thanks, Ian. Just thought that the game would conclude without India taking that power play, but it's been such a sensible partnership. When England had just taken 3 quick wickets, it's Dhoni, the captain, and youngster Raina who came together. Such a sensible partnership. 88 from 102 deliveries.
So this is a man who knows his rules inside out. That's a boundary. He had seen that spot that the mid-off was in, so he was looking to go over the top straight. Brings up his half century with that shot.
Well, another star for India. MS Dhoni, the captain, showing the way. We've seen a 50 from Tendulkar, Sehwag with 90, and now Dhoni. Ooh, the big appeal. He's way down the pitch. Ooh, way down the pitch, but gone. Straight enough delivery, you might say. The damage has already been done by India, but
this is hit him on the back foot. Well, that's why umpire Darrell Harper decided to give him out. He's out for 50, 250 for 4.
Dhoni's gone for 50. New batsman Rohit Sharma, another youngster coming in.
The front foot as well. Didn't really try to do anything. This was down the pitch. It had to be put away. The fielders are in the circle.
Well, look at bat speed again. To this capacity crowd, 45,000 plus, more than 45,000 in here today. That's good play. Excellent play.
Been proud of. 263 for 4.
Just 8 runs required then, India. 8. Please, he's gone to 50. We've seen the stars. Might see a young star here. Thrilled in the dressing room. That's something that MS Dhoni has been keen to point out in the media, in the press, that they enjoy each other's success. Try to win a cricket match, but second best easily again. India outstanding in the stroke play.
Century by out on 100 when he was unluckily given out leg before wicket, but then Dhoni and Raina played a very good partnership. This is the winning it. Short, wide, outside the off stump and cut away by Rohit Sharma, and inside the dressing room high fives indicating 5-0.
Conditions, really, for me. When you play in England, it's totally different. There's a little bit more bounce, there's a little bit more sideways movement from the ball. And in India, that case, it doesn't happen. You have to be very active. Consistently over a long period of time, and that's why really we've lacked the real sort of force to be able to get through and make any headway into this Indian batting lineup. Consistency really has been lacking.
Hero Honda Cup. There have been plenty of challenges that have been thrown up at the Indian team, and every one of those have been answered in style. Mahendra Singh Dhoni will be extremely thankful for the way his bowlers bowled, because at one point in time it looked like England were going closer to that 300 mark, but yep, it's going to be extremely difficult. Both the teams, of course, play another one-day international in a couple of days' time in Guwahati. But I'll tell you what, 7-0 is pretty much on the cards. Thank you so much for the moment for watching playback.